told y'all for real that I will be staying consistent with going live. I really do need to buy a mic, but tonight we're trying to kick something a little bit different tonight. Tonight we're looking at the topic how to level up your income. That's what I've been preoccupied with over a decent period of my life. I've gotten really preoccupied with making more money for one, so I can really provide for my family. Um, Secondly, trying to buy back my time. That way I can go different places. You feel me? Yeah. So we are looking at how to level up our income. I will be honest, I'm on the path of enlightenment, on the path of figuring out how to do that level up. So I'm just inviting you all to take the journey with me. I mean, if you're satisfied with where you're at, then that's fine. But if you're not, if you feel like something is missing and there's more that you can employ and do to grow, then feel free to engage and check out what I have to say. Um, so we're looking at how to level up our income. So a very quick story, y'all. There was a time when I felt like I was doing everything right. I was working, I was grinding, I was staying consistent. But even while I was staying consistent, my bank account did not reflect how hard I was working. Have you ever been working hard, but your account doesn't reflect the amount of drive and tenacity that you've been displaying? Let me say welcome to my viewers, y'all. We are looking at how to level up our income. Is it? I've been I've been on that drive, that road to go to that next level. Angel, what's up? How you doing? Appreciate you for coming through, Angel. So we are looking at how to level up our income, y'all. And again, I've been there where I've been grinding. Um, I've been staying consistent, but my bank account was not reflecting how hard I was working. Hey, appreciate everybody for coming through. I remember checking my account one day, thinking, I've been working so hard, so my account should look really good. Let me say, welcome to everybody on the live. We are looking at how to level up um, our, our how to level up your income. That's what we're looking at, y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Not from Barbados, not from Barbados, but I'm from the islands. Honestly, I appreciate the sub, J Lo. I appreciate the sub. So I remember checking my account one day, thinking, I've been working so hard. I should have a good amount of money in my account. And when I looked at it, y'all, I was like disheartened, because I've been grinding for months. I've been grinding for years. But the hard work that I was putting in did not reflect how much money I had. So I was like, nah, there has to be another way that I need to do. I quickly realized that my income is not tied to how hard you work. So your income is not tied to how hard you work. It is tied to how valuable you are in the marketplace. So I was like, shit, I gotta figure out how to make myself a bit more marketable. And of such, I started looking at different courses that I can do again to improve myself. Make myself more valuable in the marketplace. So if you are ready to level up, I want y'all to type in the chat, level up, is it? So I've been researching, trying to understand the science on how to level up, and this is what I found. This is what is working for me right now. Hopefully, it does work for you. So there was a moment that the paradigm shifted for me. Again, I'm still on the journey of leveling up. All right, y'all, I'm still on the journey of leveling up, but I've seen growth for myself. And I'm hoping that what I'm sharing will help somebody to grow. I appreciate that. Level up. JLR says level up. So I saw someone making more money, like making a good ton of money, but they were not working as hard as I was. You know, they were just working smarter. And I was like, I need to pick this person's brain to see what they're doing that I'm not doing so I can level up. And I had two choices, y'all: stay where I was or figure out what they knew that I did not know. Um, so I chose the second one, to figure out what this person knew that I did not know. Hey, thank y'all for joining in. And I know I had a decision to make in order to change my income forever. I had to make that, I want to say, important decision on understanding what this person was doing so he was growing financially. Uh, so I'm gonna tell y'all a quick story. Most people start here, and this is where I was. I'm still trying to get out of this place. I'm still there just a little bit. I've been doing some extra. Most people wake up, they go to work, they get paid, and they repeat the cycle. You know, you're clocking for a boss. I mean, you might be there right now. I'm not sure where you're at right now. Um, but there's nothing wrong with clocking in, y'all. You got people who have great jobs. Some people have very good jobs that pay six figures. And if you're doing what you love, then kudos to you. But not everybody is doing what they love. Most of us are doing what we need to get by. So again, there's nothing wrong with clocking in. You're in the Philippines, J Lard. Appreciate you for sure. Uh, but you're getting paid for your time, y'all. You're getting paid for your time. And the scary part is our time is limited. Our time is limited. Working for money, you can only work for so long. I'm gonna tell you all a true story. I was working at a restaurant at the time, and there was a very old guy. It's not a job. It is slavery. it is slavery. You are so right. Manifestation. It is slavery. But here's a true story that gave me the wake up call that I needed. There was a guy. He was a very old guy. He was like 60, 64 at the time, and he was like at the beginning when this restaurant was starting, and he worked there for like 30 or 40 years, but his body could not keep up with the level of work. What is that? What? I don't I don't know what that is, but big up yourself, miserable. His body could no longer keep up with the level of work, because no, he started when he was like 20 or 18, and now he's like 64, and all the younger guys are going faster than him. And y'all, after working like 40 or 40 plus years for this company, they decided that they had to let him go because he was too old. And he was like, man, I've given y'all so much of my time on my days off when you guys wanted people to help you. I was here, I put in the extra hours, and no, because I can't like physically keep up, you guys just want to let me go. And they let him go. They literally let him go. Why? Because his time was no, it wasn't good. He was not strong enough to keep up with the demand that the work required. So they let him go. So your time is limited. You cannot always clock in and work for money. And I was like, God damn, I can give so much of myself to somebody else's dream. But once I'm no longer valuable, they're gonna let me go. And I was like, I have to do something for myself. I need to figure out how to either start my own business or find something to make me some money where I don't have to put my time in. And even if I put my time in, that will continue to generate money for me. So that is the journey that we're on tonight, y'all. I will not make it too long. We're just going to get into the meat of the matter. So everything starts with a paradigm shift. So I stopped asking, how can I work more? And I started asking, what can I learn that pays me more? So it's not about, how can I work more? I was starting to look at what can I learn that will pay me more. And this should include like high income skills. A lot of people right now are getting into cybersecurity. A lot of people are even doing AI because it does have that opportunity for you to get paid higher. But again, we are trying to find something that allows us to maybe put the time in now but get paid later. So we are looking at how to level up our income, y'all. So here are the steps that we're looking at, are the possible options that we're going to look at in order to level up our income. We can start focusing on skills like content creation, like I'm doing right now. Social media does give you a platform. And if you are skilled enough and dedicated enough, you can use social media to change your life and your family's life. You might do a video, that video might blow up, and that might give you brand deals. Come on, let's go, let's go. That's what's up. Let's go for sure. So you might create a content and it does highlight your particular skills and you can get brand deals. You can get so much out of social media. So you can focus on content creation. A lot of people focus on marketing. For sure, Jaylord, for sure. A lot of people focus on marketing. Some focus on selling. Others focus on building online. Building online shops. They even have what they call online real estate. Right now is something that y'all can also look into. And suddenly, after I started looking on these different avenues, I started to see a small growth in my income. I mean, it wasn't major, but I could take my phone up after getting my YouTube channel monetized and other little areas monetized. I could take my phone up, I could post a video, and from a short video, it continues to generate revenue. So we're looking at how to not trade our time for money, but to create a system in which it will continue to either generate passive income or you attain a high income skill that pays you way more. So I started looking into all of these. Type two if you're ready to learn some high income skills. So type two in the chat if you're ready to learn some high income skills, because we will be looking at a few of those high income skills. So this is where freedom begins, y'all. Appreciate you, JLR. This is where freedom begins when you learn these high income skills. I realize that wealthy people don't just work, they build. I want y'all to remember that. Wealthy people don't just work, they build. We all have the same 24 hours. Ask yourself, what are you building? What have you built? If you've built anything, I want to say congrats to you. You are you are few among the many who have taken the time to build an empire to pass on to their uh, predecessor or another generation. So this is where freedom begins. You wealthy people build things, y'all. They build things that pay them. So they build businesses. Wealthy people build content, digital products, and systems, y'all. Systems are very important in reaching the level of wealth and freedom that we want. So we have to change our mindset. We don't need to chase money, or we should stop chase money and let money start flowing to us. You know what I mean? Because if you chase money, you'll be clocking in, clocking in. You got to figure out how to let that money come to you. And I'm gonna give you all a few steps that you can use to make that money come to you. You guys will agree with me that if people normally say that money doesn't buy happiness. So I build happiness to my father and mother. That's what's up for sure, JLR. That's very good. A lot of people will agree with me that money doesn't solve every problem in the world, but it is better to have money to solve the problems that money does solve. let me say thank you all for coming through. We are looking at how to level up your income in this live chat. Y'all. Appreciate y'all for passing through. So here's how you increase your value. I'm gonna give y'all an angle from a storytelling perspective. So I had to be honest with myself. I was honest with myself. I was like, I'm not making enough, but I'm working really hard. You know what I mean? I'm working really hard, but I'm not making enough. So why would somebody pay me more? Why would somebody pay you more if you don't have that qualification? If you didn't bring more value to the table, why would they pay you more? Now you got to think about how can I now bring more value to the table. Appreciate everybody for coming through. We are looking at how to level up your income. So I made the decision, y'all, that every day I'm going to become more valuable. So I started reading more books. I started looking into more courses. Like, what can I learn? If y'all go on Google, Google has a lot of certificates that you can basically gain knowledge from. I appreciate that, J Lord. I try to be, I try to be my best self every day. So go on Google, get some Google certificates in AI creation. Um, they have certificates in cybersecurity, entry level data analysis. Get yourself qualified in these small areas. So I started doing that. Started reading. Started trying to learn more in order to make myself more valuable. And that's when everything started compounding. The more problems you solve, the more money you make. I want y'all to remember that. The more problems you solve, the more money you make. If you realize any of the like bigger companies in the world, they stay relevant because they solve problems. Look at Walmart. Walmart will forever be in business because people will always need food. The same thing for Amazon. They solve problems. Medical industries. So you got to be looking at, is there a problem in the world that I have a unique perspective on solving? And if there is one, then you might have your golden ticket in making that big change in your life. So the more problems you solve, the more money you make. I want you all to remember that. So we looked at step one. Step one is to increase your value. That's how you grow, you level up your income. You got to increase your value. Now we're going to look at step two, which is monetize what you know. Monetize what you know. And a lot of people have been doing this since the dawn of the internet. A lot of people are creating courses. Have y'all seen people creating courses? This is the exact reason why they create courses because they're monetizing what they know. There's a guy called Joe Rogan. He's monetizing what he knows. Most of your if you got like a degree, if you got a skill, appreciate the like. If you got a degree or a skill, and you feel like you're good in a particular area, learn how to monetize what you know and share it with others in the form of a course, as a lot of people are doing. So monetize what you know. Here's something crazy. The thing I knew I thought were normal, but to someone else it was valuable. So there's a lot of things to me I was like, oh, this is easy, but to somebody else that is gold. So learn to monetize what you know. And that's when it hit me. I don't need to know everything. I just need to know something that is useful. And sometimes, in order for you to learn something useful, you've got to put the hours in, that 10,000 hours that they say for you to become a master. Yeah, bro. Instead of watching anime, instead of watching that new soccer game or basketball game, spend the time to develop yourself, develop your skill, and then learn how to monetize that skill. If you ever doubted what you know, type I do in the chat. If you've ever doubted what you know, because there's a lot of things that I know, and when I'm passing on the information to other people, they're dumbfounded. And to me, that's just like regular knowledge to me. But to other people, they're like, "What? How did you know that? How did you know that? I didn't know this." But to me, it was like commonplace knowledge. To them, it was like gold. You know what I mean? So learn to monetize what you know. So we're looking at step three. Use content as your voice. And that is what I'm doing now. I'm using content as my voice. Start posting, y'all. Even when nobody is watching, start posting. I guarantee y'all, start posting. Um, I mean, I've been doing it. There are times when yeah, for sure, Jaylard, you understand what I mean when you you doubt yourself, you doubt what you know. But sometimes what you know, it might be glorious and magnificent to somebody else. So use content as your voice. Do not be scared, people, to open up your phone and go live or make a video on a topic that intrigues you. Even if nobody's watching, do not be scared. I'm telling y'all, you'll be amazed to see how consistency will improve your presentation. Trust me, y'all, I'm a living proof. My YouTube channel was stuck at like 2,000 subs for the longest time. And I mean, I'm a musician. I love making music. And I've been posting like songs consistently, trying to make music videos, and I could not see the growth. And I decided to do a 30 days challenge. I challenged myself to post 30 days consistently. And this was shorts, 30 days. I would post a short every day. And I did that. And in the space of that 30 days, I gained over like 200 plus new subs. Remember, I used to post like one video here and there, and just doing that 30-day challenge alone leveled up my channel. So use content as your voice. If you want to level up your income, use content as your voice. Start posting even when nobody's watching. At first, you might not get any likes, you might not get any comments, you might not get anything, but keep going. And one day people will start paying attention to what you're saying. Appreciate that, J Lord. Appreciate it. I'm still working on improving the live so that y'all can enjoy it because I do like doing this. Um, that's when I realized that content is not just posting; it is building leverage. Building leverage. You got to learn how to build leverage. So we looked at uh, increasing our value in order to grow our income. We also looked at monetizing what we know or what you know, and we also looked at content creation using content as your voice to get your ideas out there so people can understand what you're trying to do. And step four is to build a system, not stress. You want to build a system, not stress. I got tired of starting over every month. So I asked myself, how can I make money even when I'm not working? Because you got to wait on that Friday paycheck if you get paid weekly or if you get paid every 2 weeks. You got to wait on that paycheck. But I was asking myself, how can I make money even when I'm not working? That's when I started building I'm building a digital product right now. I also built a clothing brand. If you follow my YouTube page, you can find my store where I add motivational quotes to clothing. So, I started building digital products. I also looked into getting different streams of income, like multiple streams of income. So one is again monetizing. My TikTok was one. Not my well, my TikTok is monetized too. So TikTok as well as my YouTube. um, what's another income stream? I also invest in stocks. That's another way. You want to look at dividend stocks. You can look at weekly dividend yielding stocks. You can do a monthly dividend yielding stock. You can also do one that is yearly. So you got to diversify your income. Wagwan, popular solo. Wagwan, cause boy. Happy say you pass through my cousin. Or music I go on in general. I don't want to stray off topic, but I have to ask about the music, you know. I know you love it, cause so I started looking at how I could diversify my income. I love music. See, me have popular right now, popular can tell you something. I love music. I really I still believe that I might get rich out of music. I still do believe. But I also had to face the harsh reality that even though my songs are really good, they have not yet hit mainstream. Because my songs haven't hit mainstream, I might not be making as much to take care of my bills. So I had to become um, like intentional in finding other income streams. You know what I mean? Because you can pay for a music video for $1,000. You can release that music video. You might get 10,000 or even 20,000 views, but that doesn't pay back for the money that you spent. You see what I'm saying? So I had to think about how can I now diversify my income stream? Because yes, I'm working a 9 to 5. I'm doing music, but music is not bringing as much income as I want. So now I had to start thinking about how to diversify my income. That's when I got into dividend yielding stocks. I bought stocks, like I bought like monthly yielding stocks. I have a weekly yielding stock, and I also have one that is yearly. So, I can see that small dividend coming in. So, build a system, don't build stress. You know, um, build digital products, different streams of income, build a system, y'all. That is going to be key. We are looking at how to level up our income for those who are new in the chat. If y'all want to level up your income, type level up in the comments. Yo, level up, level up. We're leveling up, y'all. We're leveling up, leveling up. It is 2026. With the rise of AI, we have we have so much opportunity to join the ranks of millionaires. You know what I mean? I don't know about you, but I want to have millions. I'm not worshiping money, but I do know that I need money to enjoy my limited existence that I have. You see it? New music soon forward, cause yeah, man, adulting out here. Yeah, for sure, man, cause man, yeah, cause me just get my first baby boy too, cause I know you've been a father longer than me, so I do understand adulting or adulthood, how it keeps you occupied, bro. But that's what's up, cause keep focusing on the mission, man. We know sometimes it might feel daunting, cause sometimes you hear your songs and you know that your songs are better than what is out there, but nobody is paying as much attention as they should to the product that you have. So that's what's up, beautiful people. We just looked at 4 ways in order to level up our income. I will recap it for those who are new on the live. We did look at increasing your value, learning new skills, increase your value, make yourself more valuable. Uh, we looked at monetizing what you know. If like for you, cause I don't know if you're gone, cause you should make a new song. Oh yeah, I definitely have a new song to release. Cause if you're there, cause this is an idea that I wanted to give you. Shoot, I missed my train of thought. Yeah, cause so you can create a digital course in teaching people how to put a song together. Cause for sure, that is also a way for you to tap into what you know as an artist. It's what I'm saying, cause for sure. And if you want to learn how to do that, you can reach out to me and we can get some stuff done. So look, monetize what you know. We also looked at using content as your voice to grow an audience, to broaden your pericope. You see me I say? Yeah, man, big up on the youth, cause no, you would always be a great father. Yeah, man, for sure, cause man, for sure. I have to make sure that the youth them is well taken care of. So as I'm winding down on the live, because I just I come from work, y'all, and I'm also working on what I'm trying to build. As we wind down, and as if you've not yet subscribed, feel free to subscribe. I don't know. I need to turn on the subscription so we can know when people actually subscribe to me, so we can give you all a shout out. But I want to say big respect and appreciation to everybody who has stuck with me throughout this presentation. So I'm going to leave you all with this. There are two versions of you. Remember, there are two versions of you. One that keeps doing what's comfortable, and one that steps into growth even when it is uncomfortable. And sometimes we have to learn to get into uncomfortable situations in order for us to grow. Alrighty? One stays stuck, The other builds a life they once dreamed about. And I want to build a life that I dream about, y'all. I got big dreams, people. I don't think I was created to live average. That's just me. I never want to live average. It's not that I'm not satisfied with what I have. And it's not that I'm greedy, but I do know that I want more. You know, I want more. I want to take from this life as much as I can. And I also want to give as much as I can because I do like helping people, you know, and sometimes you have to learn how to say no to people until you actually grow and build yourself. Because people with good heart usually give away too much of themselves without building themselves up fully. So that's something that I've been working on. So both versions are based on the decisions you make after this live. Will you stay comfortable or will you walk into that uncomfortable situation so that you can grow? Let me ask y'all, what's your biggest income goal? Is there anybody listening to me right now who have thought about making, like, you know, 2 3 million US dollars or even 10 million US dollars? And let's not limit it either. Is there anybody on the live right now that have conceptualized making even $1 billion? Have you ever opened your mind to the possibility that you are capable of making $1 billion? Whether it's a 1 billion US, a 1 billion pound, sterling, you know what I'm saying? Have you ever conceptualized making $1 billion? If you haven't, why are you limiting what you're capable of? That's my question to you. What is holding you back from going towards that goal? And why are you right now stuck at level one? Or where are you right now? Are you on level one, level two? Are you grinding in order to build that ID life? Y'all, I'm sorry, I'm tired, but I'm still going through the presentation. I told myself that I will go live as often as I can because I'm also trying to level up. Not trying, I am leveling up. I'm not trying to level up, I am leveling up, y'all. I've seen it, um, I've seen the fruits of me laboring. Remember the story I told you at the beginning, y'all? The one where I was stuck working hard but not getting ahead, working like really hard but still not getting ahead. That version of me made one decision to stop settling and start growing. And I want y'all to do the same. Stop settling and start growing. And now I'm telling you, you're one decision away from changing your income. Just one decision away from changing your income. I want to say much respect to everybody who has stuck with me through, you know, this small talk. I will be getting a mic so that the audio can be way better for sure. Again, new music is also coming. I'm always in the studio working on new music, but I also know that that's not the only aspect or side of me. Music is not my only side. There's more to me to give to the world, and I'm also trying to tap into that more. So your income doesn't change when you work harder. It changes when you become more valuable. Remember that your income doesn't change because you work harder. It changes because you become more valuable. You are the best person. Man, I appreciate that, J Lord. I appreciate that. I try to be my best version every day. I try to show up even when my feelings don't want me to show up. So if this presentation helped you, go ahead and subscribe for more real game like this because I will be doing more real game like this. Also, share the live with someone who needs it. And most importantly, apply what you learned tonight to your life. And I do hope that you will grow. And if you want, you can turn this into a full I can teach you how to turn your YouTube into a funnel, or you know, we can look at some stuff. We can definitely look at some stuff. But I appreciate everybody that came through. Again, we did look at how to level up our income. We quickly looked at 4 ways to do so, and I'm just quickly repeating these ways. One is to increase your value. Second is to monetize what you know. Third, use content as your voice. And finally, build a system, not stress. Appreciate y'all. Peace and love for sure. Y'all have a blessed night. I'm about to hit the shower. I don't think I'm going to sleep. I think I might be up for a little bit, but I've done my time. J Lard, big up yourself, J Lard. For sure, J Lard. I appreciate you for hanging out. One love, Laureate, setting up here so that the world cannot forget y'all. Stay blessed.